when we're talking about deciding how you figure out whether they're righty or lefty when they're brand new to the sport.
Yeah.
I tell them to get in on a double, and whatever side they put their head on, that's where I start with.
That's where you start.
Well, yes, and that's how I. Now they can drift from there, but that is like 90-some%. I'm 90-some% right on that.
Yeah.
But when you said, tell them to throw a football, like they're throwing a football and figure out if they're lefty or righty, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You got some flips there. Like my brother throws right hand, kicks left hand. So
I know. I'm a snare. I throw right.
It's a
That's
little bit trickier.
Yeah. I kind of I feel like the little guys I start like they're doing that. Like typically it's a left hander, it's obvious right off the bat, right? But if they're throwing right, and I just keep seeing them like trying to hit left hand single legs, I'll be like, all right, we're making the adjustment.
The other one I heard, Waldo used to do this.
Yeah.
I think he would have them like fall forward and whatever foot they stop themselves with was their
That's not bad.
leg.
I've never heard of that.
I never heard of that either.
Well, we should test it, right? I mean, like, let's find a lefty, let's find a righty in the room. And
we can test that.
right? Like, that's simple enough, right? Yeah. But LaValle, you said you had
baseball grip.
So you start them with a 2-on-1 baseball grip.
Yeah, you start like holding a baseball bat. So if a kid's righty, he's going to hold a baseball bat with his right hand on top. He's going to pull to a single on that side, just a snatch single. And then if you're lefty with a baseball bat, he's going to pull and he's going to go to that side. So I don't know. Kids change though, right?
Yeah.
Kids change. You can think they're righty for a year and a half, and all of a sudden,
that was me.
it's not.
Like as a kid, like I because I was taught everything was righty. Like I didn't have the greatest coaches in the world. It was just little league coaches in New Jersey, right? So everything was taught righty. By the time I got to high school, I just was doing everything lefty anyway, and my high school coach was good enough to go, "You're lefty, bud," So, yeah, it'll change, but I think identifying it as quickly as possible becomes important. Yeah.
And then you gotta have enough bodies in the room to keep that trajectory going. That's the hardest part, right? I mean, you've got 30 kids in the room that are learning wrestling for the first time, and you've got 4 bodies walking around helping them. Well, how many reps are they getting wrong versus how many reps are they getting right?
Sure.
If you don't have enough bodies, then it makes the process even harder.
I mean, with the youth, the brand new kids, the beginners, do you show it? Do you let them see it lefty and righty, or do you not? Or is that
I do. So I actually had to learn how to start wrestling righty to show it, because everything, like when I first got to college, you don't think about that stuff, right? I'm showing everything left-handed, right? And everyone's doing everything opposite because they're trying to mirror me. And it's like, I couldn't figure it out. It took me like a couple months to be like, oh, I gotta start showing things right-handed. So what I usually do for you is I show everything right to begin. Like if we're going like double leg, right? I'm gonna show it right-handed right off the bat. I'll be like, all right, left-handed, raise your hand if you're left-handed. And I'll literally make them be like, all right, raise your left hand. Walk around, raise your other hand. All right, put your L. All right, L, left. Like, all right, who's left hand? Raise your hand. All right, left-handers, pay attention. Here's a left-handed double leg. Right-handers, raise your right hand. Go back around, switch your hands. This is a right-handed double leg. Left-handers, don't pay attention to what you just saw.
Right.
Right-handers, lock in right now.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people are right-handed. They instruct right-handed. They forget there's some lefties in the room. Like the opposite of what you just did.
Me,
right?
yeah.
You show it left and didn't realize it was messing up the righties.
Yeah, that was obviously from college. I mean, because you just get to the thing where you just don't.
Well,
You know what?
Think about it.
You know what it's supposed to look like, but you can't get them to frickin' do it, right? And that was a learning curve, right? And a lot of that was I was showing it left, and it messed everything up, right? It was a learning curve on my end,